Okay, so what happens when a spiritual tradition that's thousands of years old crashes right into the middle of today's creator economy? Well, you get something totally fascinating, really unexpected, and maybe even a little bit enlightened.
I know. That sounds like the beginning of a really weird joke, right? I mean, what on earth could possibly connect a group of monks with one of the most famous, most followed athletes on the planet? The answer, it turns out, is genuinely surprising.
You're looking at it right there. Believe it or not, they actually share some of the same expert coaches. This sign is from something called the Buddhist Creators Convention, where marketing gurus, people who have literally helped shape brands like Ronaldo's, are now training a whole new kind of spiritual guide.
But this isn't just about getting more followers or going viral. Not at all. The whole point is to forge a completely new kind of spiritual leader for our digital age. And they have a name for it, the Digital Bodhisattva.
So in Buddhism, a bodhisattva is basically an enlightened being who puts off their own nirvana to stick around and help everyone else. A digital bodhisattva takes that exact same idea and applies it to social media. They see these platforms, what they call the modern monastery, as a place for a profound act of service.
So you might be asking, why all the trouble? Why fly marketing experts out to a monastery in India? Well, it's because the people behind this have a very, very specific and frankly, incredibly ambitious mission in mind.
100 million. Just look at that number. This is the engine driving this entire project. They're not thinking small here. They are aiming for a massive global impact.
And this isn't just some vague idea they talk about. Nope. It's printed right there on their official stuff. The mission is to use digital platforms to get Buddhist teachings out to 100 million people by the year 2030. It's clear, it's bold, and you can measure it.
And to actually pull this off, they've created this incredible training ground. Basically a week-long masterclass designed to turn anyone who attends into a really effective digital storyteller for this cause.
And the setting, wow. The setting couldn't be more perfect. This whole thing takes place at a traditional monastery in Bodhgaya, India, which is the very place where the Buddha is said to have reached enlightenment. Talk about symbolic.
So who actually shows up to this? Well, it's this fascinating mix of people. You've got monks and nuns sitting right next to social media managers for big Buddhist organizations. You have these deeply passionate practitioners learning the ropes from professional content creators. It's a real meeting of spiritual dedication and digital know-how.
And this just captures the whole vibe of the event perfectly. On one side, you have the ancient, sacred space of a monastery, and on the other, you've got a jam-packed schedule with lightning talks on things like analyzing the elements of a viral video. It is a true fusion of two very different worlds.
Okay, so what are they actually learning in these sessions? The curriculum is basically a masterclass in modern content creation, but every single part of it is looked at through a Buddhist lens.
Their whole creator's journey is broken down into these really clear stages. It kicks off with the basics you'd expect, like finding your specific Dharma niche. Then it moves into mastering storytelling so the teachings really stick. But then it gets super modern, with workshops on how to partner with AI and how to grow your audience through consistency.
And they really lean into technology. They're literally teaching creators to use AI as a creative partner, a Dharma assistant that can help with scripting, editing, even dubbing your content for a global audience. And the implication there is huge, right? You can scale this ancient wisdom like never before. But it also means you need a whole new level of mindfulness to make sure that tech is serving the compassion and not the other way around.
And this is so key to their whole philosophy. They're not just grabbing terms from the creator economy, they are completely reframing them. Compassionate monetization isn't about sales funnels, it's about creating a way to sustain the work. And ethical resonance is their alternative to chasing virality. It's about creating content that's so in tune with deep human values that it just spreads naturally. It's a fundamental shift from asking what will go viral to what is actually beneficial.
So this whole convention is about way more than just 1 week of training. It's really about building a lasting movement and starting to recognize this new form of spiritual leadership in the digital world.
And to do that, they've actually created the Buddhist Influencer of the Year Award. Now, this isn't just some shiny prize. It's a way to legitimize and celebrate the idea that spreading wisdom online is a valuable and totally valid form of spiritual practice.
This quote from their own materials really underscores how historic this feels to them. It's an official recognition that, yes, the digital space is a vital and important place for these teachings to live and breathe. And that really brings us to the big question at the heart of all of this.
In a world where billions of us are looking for connection and meaning on our screens, what does the future of wisdom even look like? Well, this movement suggests one possible answer: a future where ancient wisdom isn't just found in monasteries, but is also shaped by the algorithm and guided by a brand new kind of influencer, the Digital Bodhisattva.